Hi fellow YouTubers, I'd like to welcome you back to a video. I'm just going to show you today how to actually go ahead and make a car appear in your garage in single player. So a lot of people, even veteran players of this game, have asked me this question about getting their car stored in their actual garage. So I've decided to do a video on it today to show everyone how to get their actual car to appear in their garage. So as you see around me, I've actually got these ones here that I actually made appear from iFruit. They have it's actually an online app. They have pretty much they appear every single time I spawn, and I've changed them inside of the app. So these are just some casual ones that you can look into, but I'll show you how to get better cars than these anyway. So basically, I'm going to go into my phone here. I'm quite rich in my single player account from actually a stock market thing that exists where you can invest stock in a certain airliner and go and destroy all of the rival airlines planes, which causes their shares to plummet on the stock market. But I'll cover that in a later video. What I'll go over today is how to actually store the car in the garage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a particular vehicle here. Today I'm going to choose the Pegassi Osiris. I've been using the ProGen T20 as I've gotten through single player campaign with full 100% armor, bulletproof wheels, tinted windows, and that type of thing. I find it really took a beating and got away from most of the police pursuits and that sort of thing that were after me. What I'm looking at today, though, is actually buying a new car to show you where to store it. So, say for example, I come onto this catalog online, which for those that are new to GTA Online and just starting out, if we go down here to Internet on our phone, which is activated by pressing up on the D-pad, press X on that, go in here to Travel and Transport, down to Legendary Motorsports. Once you do a couple of jobs, you can easily afford the majority of these cars. For example, the Varka is quite a good one for its dollar, if you're struggling for cash and that sort of thing. But as I said, I'm quite rich, so I'm going to go ahead and buy the Pegassi Osiris today. I might go in white, actually, just for something a little bit different. So I've gone ahead and ordered that online. Now I'm going to press circle and get out of this particular menu. A lot of people actually don't know where these appear, so when it says thank you for your order, your new Osiris has been delivered to your garage, you can go ahead and press the middle PlayStation paddle button, it's called, which brings up this interaction menu. From here you can actually scroll just left once, it'll bring up your garage. If you scroll right a couple of times and go through, you can see the different things, but at the end it's the final one, which is called garage. So go ahead and press X on that one. So I'm just going to take this car. This will actually save me stealing a car off the streets, which I normally used to do early on in the single player campaign. So knowing this information will actually help you you all to have more fun and actually enjoy single player a lot more, in the way of actually being able to have a high quality car instead of what you can find laying around on the roads. So what I'm going to do is go over here quickly to my garage. So each time I spawn in single player, I need to travel to the garage, so it's important that you familiarize yourself with the buttons I showed you earlier, so that way you can actually go ahead and quickly find it on the minimap. Okay, now I'm just going to pop a left up this street. This is where the garage actually is. I've gone a little bit past it, so I'm going to quickly do a U-turn. Look, there's an almost replica of my car. And he recognizes me as Homie getting around, so, you know, much respect to this game and the amount of detail and effort they put in and the rest of it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and, well, actually, because this is my vehicle from my house, I can't store it in my garage, surprisingly. Now, there's not many cars I can't store in the garage, so that's surprising. I can actually store stolen cars and so on in the garage if I want. But just getting into the garage here, I'll show all my fellow YouTubers. Basically, that must be my white car I got delivered into my garage. I believe I have a few more cars. I think one of them might be in my garage at my house that I forgot to check. But this is literally the Pegassi Osiris that I just bought. So I'm going to take this over to the mechanic and I'll show you how to make yourself impenetrable to the cops in this game. So what we need to do is go over to the actual Los Santos Customs, it's called. I'll show you where it is on the map. It's a little hard to find through the PlayStation paddle button sometimes. So not far from the garage.
Oh shit, sorry.
Okay, there are quite a few different vehicles you can buy in this game. Personally, I really like the Osiris. It has quite a few functions. I'll show you the interior. So I think it's quite sexy on the interior. It's got a fairly nice panel. I'm just going to go ahead and take this one into the... Well, I'm calling it the actual car garage, basically. It's where I do up all of my cars. It's in the same place in single player and online.
What brings you in today?
It's in a really central location in the city, which is appreciated. There's 3 of them littered around the map, maybe even 4. But as far as I can see, there's a few around the map. I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to add 100% armor to this one. Go ahead and give it the best brakes. There's a series of different bumpers. Personally, I kind of leaning towards more the carbon sort of materials. What I would like to see on this is some sort of spoiler, but I'm just going to continue. So chrome tip exhausts. We'll give it the nice fender at the front there, so it has a little bit less curve on it, and a little bit more of a beast sort of a look to it there at the front, as you notice. As I choose my horn here, I think I'll just choose something fairly random. Personally, with the headlights, I always go the xenon lights. The neon layout is basically front, back, and sides. It saves you money in the long run because you can do all 3 at once down there. With this, you basically choose what color you'd like applied to the underneath of your particular vehicle. So with this one, I'm thinking I might add I'm thinking I might even keep it white, although I do like the look of electric blue, so we'll go electric blue on this one to go with the neon headlights, which are also quite a nice blue color. Look at yellow on blacks. Just look at a few options in the way of resprays here for the various models of cars. Chrome usually looks pretty good on most of them. There's quite a few classic metals, brushes, and so forth. Personally, I'm thinking I'll just make this one brush gold, or pure gold. I think I'll go pure gold. I really like the gold look on my cars lately, but it's all up to you what you want to do. Personally, I like the carbon again. Finally, we get to the spoilers. So we've got a race wing and a typical GT wing here, which looks like it's got a bit of downforce on it. I prefer the race wing all in all. I think I'll go with that one. I think the mechanic appreciates the amount of effort I'm putting into this particular automobile. I really like the Osiris, so I have one in multiplayer as well that I'll be putting up a little bit later on, so make sure you subscribe and like, and share it with your friends if you want, so they know how to apply all of their different settings. So there's quite a few high-end wheels that I'm going through here at the moment. Usually I like the Carbon Shadow, but there's a few others that I also like. For instance, I think the Lospeed 10 looks pretty good, but I also lean a lot towards more the Cheetah Carbon R's as well. So there's quite a few different ones. You can explore them yourself. I'm just going to quickly do this car up so I can get it out of here and show you guys exactly what it's all about out here. So just applying some custom tires. The most important thing is these bulletproof tires here on the tire enhancements. Fully armor up your car where you can. Apply the type of tire smoke usually that goes with the actual neon color layout lights that I put underneath. So I think they were electric blue, so we'll go blue tire smoke today. on this particular model from single player Michael campaign. So obviously we like the limo windows. They add a little bit of a extra visibility, hidden factor from the police and that sort of thing. So today I'll use them. I'm going to actually say I'm quite happy with this particular car and roll it out onto the roads. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you how to have a little bit of fun with your new car and escape the cops in the best possible style and fashion. So just going to explain to you guys a hidden little location that I know that's more of an underground tunnel. It's an escape point a lot of GTA Online players use when they're in big trouble from the police or other players, and they can go to for a bit of a safe location away from the population. A lot of people don't know about this and often think people are glitched out when they go through this particular little part of the map. Now I know where it is. It's just in this tunnel over here. I'll show you exactly where it is on the map. It's just there, if you want to take a look at that. That's actually where you go into the hole in the wall. And from here we can move down under the visible location of all sort of cameras and all police activity on the streets. There may be a few construction workers down here, but I really don't think they mind us bringing out top model cars down here and doing burnouts. So in general, the underground tunnels have proven to be quite a wise choice over the years of gaming that I've been playing this GTA Online title and GTA single player to actually escape the cops and so forth. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go out here. Once I burn out of this, I'm going to start up a little wall with the police for you. Okay, I've got quite a few different weapons. I'll scroll through those and show you all. This is kind of the lead up to just let you guys know a few different escape points if you get in too much trouble from the police and need to escape them in single player without losing your vehicles and so on. I find storing them in the actual garage usually works. If not, I put them in Michael's garage in his house, and they pretty much always spawn there. So sometimes I just take out random cars and so forth. You can steal other cars and put them in the garage that I showed the location of earlier and so on. So make sure you, again, subscribe and like. But as you can see, I've come over here in the city. Okay, there's quite a few cars around and so on. I have an AP pistol, so I might just start popping people to draw a little bit of attention from the police so I can demonstrate the power of doing up your car this way for your online or single player experience for that matter. Being able to do this in single player I think is pretty amazing, so my credit to the producers and that sort of thing of this game. And as you can see from just putting a few clips into the cars over here, I've actually generated up in there in the top right corner a 1-star. So the police know about me and they're pretty much unhappy about me, I guess you could say, and actively on their way to this location. So what I need to do is be careful that I don't actually let them kill me, I guess. Now when I spawn as Michael, I usually spawn with full body armor, so each time it's usually a bit of a blast. If anything, all I need to do is go back to the ammo store in between, but we'll just put a few clips into these cops that are annoying us here, just to get a 3-star. Look at that. Okay, what I really want is a 5-star, just to demonstrate the power of the armored car. I would have probably died out there if I stood on that roof for much longer. Now, as I've tucked into the armored car, I'm actually basically invulnerable to the enemy police over here, and I'm able to just shoot their windscreens and kill pretty much all of them, actually. So that's pretty easy. I could probably sit there all day and do that at them. What I'm actually going to do, though, is go ahead and get some sticky bombs out. They really seem to cause trouble in this game. When you start sticky bombing the police, it seems to really disrupt them. So what I'm going to do is just demonstrate a few sticky bombs here and there. As you can see, they still haven't actually even shot me since I've got in the armored car, and I've actually just managed to plant 4 or 5 sticky bombs around them here, so the armored car is definitely paying off. I'd say I'd be dead otherwise. I'm just going to go ahead and blow them up. Look at that. So we've actually blown up a few cop cars. Any that are rest, I'm going to go ahead and sticky bomb all those too. We've only got a 4-star at the moment. There's a few helicopters trying to shoot me up and that sort of thing. SWAT sneaking up, so as you can see back there, I've done another little explosive. And we're definitely starting to tick the police off, so the aim of this one's to quickly get a 5-star. So that way I can prove to you guys how well the tunnel works. Okay, so even if I go out here near the tunnel, which I'm right near I might add, like I haven't gone very far from the tunnel that I showed you earlier in the video, so now I'm actually just causing a lot of trouble outside of the tunnel, and I found this method really works good. You can go anywhere in the city and quickly come back here too, so I'll actually demonstrate this. I'll cut through this little shortcut, just around here near the tunnel it is, and for example, a few buildings that I bought in online, I move around a little bit so I check out the different buildings, but over here at the Maze Bank, for example, you know, I can actually patrol around and start up a full wall, but today I'm going to choose this random building. Okay, over here, this one over here. I really want to get that chopper out of the sky. I think, if anything, the chopper might find me, so I'll show you all this railgun that I've actually found through doing all of the UFO exploration missions in single player. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get them helicopters, but if these pesky little policemen that are running around the streets actually happen to see me, I'm just going to go ahead and pop them. So there's a few ways you can lose the police in this particular game. I'm going to have to railgun them once, unfortunately, because they're just getting out of line. It's ridiculous. They're actually shooting at me now. So back into the car now, I can choose to machine pistol them if I want. I'll have to go over to the ammo store later and show you guys another video of like all of the different weapons I can actually buy in single player now that I've basically gotten through the whole thing except for this, a few of the Strangers and Friends missions, which I'm also going to upload a little bit later on as well. So something for you to look forward to, so make sure you do hit the like and subscribe button down there.